Okay. Welcome back, everyone, to First Time Pictures podcast, where we review movies for the first time. I'm one of your hosts, Anthony Ruth, and I'm joined with my co-host, Julian Lizama. And the movie that we are going to be reviewing today is Disclosure Day, directed by Steven Spielberg. Can you tell us the details of this? Budget, actors,
the meats and potatoes.
The meats and potatoes of this movie.
This movie, directed by Steven Spielberg, the GOAT, he did Jaws, and famous composer on this movie, John Williams.
Side tangent. In our last review, I specifically said, Steven Spielberg is not going to have John Williams to carry him anymore. So let's see. I'm like, oh, well, fuck.
But he did.
He is.
Yeah,
we'll see.
It had a pretty stacked cast, in my opinion. Some of my favorite or more recent.
Really?
I mean,
cast?
Yeah, Coleman Domingo, bro. I feel like we've been talking about him in like every.
Oh yeah. Okay, him. When I saw him, I was like, no way.
Right? Our guy, bro.
Yeah.
He's showing up.
Our guy.
Coleman Domingo.
I want to see him in a leading role. He deserves a leading role.
He has only been like side characters.
Yeah, he deserves. Like, he has the charisma to do something.
Yeah, I wonder what type of role he would take on as a main character. Because right now, as a side character, he has range so far. Freaking Michael Jackson's dad to Euphoria, whatever he was, to freaking Running Man. Like, he's out there.
Yep.
Emily Blunt. I mean, after this movie, I think Emily Blunt's in my top 5 list, women actors, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a fan of her performance?
Yeah, I really liked Emily Blunt in this one.
Were there any more details you want to go over? Was there like a budget, or did you say that already?
Yeah, so that was just getting through some of the cast. So the box office numbers, it had a budget of $115 million. So pretty like that's not a crazy, but it's still good chunk and change. But domestically did 44 million, nationwide opened at 93 million. So it should be on pace to probably make its money back at least. But it says it's one of Spielberg's biggest opening in years and one of his strongest openings so far.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, what has he really done in the past years to like draw in something? Like, I don't know
about the past years, but he's had huge movies. I'm like, one of his strongest.
One of the strongest openings of his careers. Yeah. He did Jurassic Park. What the heck? E.T. He did E.T.
Saving Private Ryan.
So far, this movie though has Rotten Tomatoes score. The critics are rating it at 82, while usually the critic score is always going to be, I don't know, but the audience score is actually pretty low. It's 74. So I guess audiences didn't like this movie, but critics love this movie.
For the most part, are giving it very positive reviews.
Do you have our synopsis ready?
Let's go to our synopsis. I had a good one pulled up. I'm going to just read the Wikipedia synopsis. Okay. So, it goes, as the world stands poised on the brink of World War III, cybersecurity specialist Dr. Daniel Kellner steals from the Wardex Corporation, a secret arm of the U.S. government, a piece of extraterrestrial technology and related files detailing various events of human-alien contact dating back to the Roswell incident. Wardex CEO Noah Scanlon discovers the theft and has Daniel branded a foreign spy, making him the target of federal authorities. Daniel goes into hiding at a convent with his girlfriend, Jane Blankenship. And that's a horrible... Bro, I told you, I hate these fucking synopsises. They can't give an actual synopsis.
Thought you had one ready, bro.
All of them give, they don't give an actual synopsis. It's always like, is either here's the plot or here's an AI version of something that's not going to make sense. Anyway, so this movie, Disclosure Day, is about aliens.
Aliens.
And are you an Alien fan at all? I know you're a
Mm.
Star Wars fan, but like, are you like an alien movie?
I,
E.T.
I guess I would say no because the first thing that came to mind is like, well, what alien movies are out there?
Yeah,
Uh,
there's a lot.
I haven't seen E.T., so maybe people who
Alien? You never seen Alien?
never seen Alien.
I'd count Project Hail Mary as kind of an alien
True. Okay, I like Project Hail
alien
Mary.
movie.
I didn't mind Project Hail Mary.
Yeah,
I guess I like
that's
aliens, and
another one
that's I'm basing my opinion off of that.
off of that movie. So, what about Spielberg? Are you a fan of him at all?
Steven Spielberg. I mean, I've only seen his Jaws movie. I still haven't even seen the original
That's it?
Jurassic Park. I haven't seen any of the.
What?
I haven't seen any of the Indiana the Jones. Um, the only Steven Spielberg movie I believe I've seen is Jaws, and I didn't see that. Recently they did like the I don't know 50th anniversary or something like that in theaters, and
Yeah.
that's when I saw Jaws for the first time, like within the past year or so. So,
Wow.
like, did
Oh,
you
yeah, you
always?
saw it in IMAX too, right?
I don't know what they showed that one in. I think it was regular because we saw it at like the Cut. We went with Kayla and her family, but like
Okay.
like, are you a Spielberg fan? Like, are you like, oh yeah, I fuck with Spielberg. Like, that's my guy.
I don't really like get excited if he has a movie coming out because it's not like a guaranteed banger for me. But he
Okay.
has several movies that I hold in high regard. Specifically, the movie Hook is maybe my favorite childhood movie when I was younger. Like that was my all-time favorite childhood movie.
Is that the live action?
And so live action with Robin Williams, music by John Williams. So the
Mm.
same little duo. And yeah, I love that movie. So he has several that I think are fantastic. Saving Private Ryan, E.T., Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was a big part of my childhood. So he's a big part of my childhood, but I don't expect a movie that's going to be an instant classic and beloved by me, like if he has one coming out.
Like, he already had his classics basically, and like now he's kind of like making stuff.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I feel about Disclosure Day. I wasn't
Mm.
first impression, or not first impression, but
Yeah.
my overall thoughts is I wasn't very impressed.
Oh, really? Like with the
Yeah.
story, or like with the plot, like the characters, like, or just everything.
Okay, actually I think this was a very very well made movie. Like
Okay.
it's a good movie. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's
Yeah.
actually a really good movie. What are your like, general feelings after leaving the theater?
Dude, this is why I told you before we started recording. Like, I kind of had trouble
Uh-huh.
talking about this movie because I low key think I left the movie theater being like, man, like, I don't know what I feel. Like, was it like a satisfying thing?
Mm.
Did I feel
Uh-huh.
closure? Was I like super invested in all these like plot lines? Like, and I kind of felt like at the end of the theater, I was just like, I don't know. I don't really feel anything towards what happened. Even though
Right?
like I like,
You're sort of indifferent, right? Or no?
yeah, because also like the movie to me at some points, I don't know if you felt this at all, but it felt weird at sometimes, right? Like, it was being really realistic and like, almost gritty, real life ish. And then when they would throw in like the CGI parts, it would take me out of
Like
it.
that
The
fox.
fox, like everything.
Yeah, the fox looked really really bad. It just stood out so
So
much.
I don't know. It felt to me like having to adjust to the film, like showing you what the world is really looking like when they're like showing you
Uh-huh.
these things and you're trying to like immerse yourself in that world. Obviously, it gets super crazy towards the end where they start doing like alien stuff and it becomes
Uh-huh.
full blast aliens. But I don't know. I felt like I couldn't immerse myself into the world because I don't know. I couldn't see what the world was, and I don't know if that makes sense at all. But um, I don't know. I think the plot was interesting. I did enjoy that. I liked like the whole trying to be woke about the government, what's going on.
Woke.
Is that not woke? like
Woke. Okay.
saying woke, like being against your government. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I get you.
So I don't know.
Slightly conspiracy. Yeah.
Slightly conspiracy, aliens. You know, that's a big like thing. And then so they made it really realistic. So I was like, oh, I really like that. So I mean, in that aspect, I didn't mind. But I don't know why. Just leaving the theater, I felt like I don't know what I feel. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. So what you felt leaving? Like, just a movie. That was.
Yeah, mainly because okay, so dealing with aliens is actually something that is sort of culturally relevant, and it kind of always has been. There's always been people who believe in it, who believe there's something out there even if there hasn't been anything. There's been UFO sightings, and so this isn't like Star Wars where it's a world that is completely imaginative and couldn't possibly exist and is completely based on like a different galaxy. But this takes place based on real life society in the world that it takes place in. So I constantly found myself annoyed or completely disconnected with the way it was portraying our society.
Okay. Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
So, for example, whenever the lady, the girl who used to be a nun, right? She starts kind of freaking out because she is fearful of what Disclosure Day will do to the world. Like if her boyfriend does reveal these aliens, she's fearful of what it'll do to society, and she fears that it'll crumble society.
Yeah.
Right? And in her explanation, she starts to say something along the lines of, like this will shatter everyone's belief, the religion as they know it. Their faith will be will be ruptured. And in my mind, I was thinking, who gives a fuck about if their realities or faith is like? What? Who gives a flying fuck if your religion is like proven wrong? Because in reality, it's like, are you putting that above? Like are you putting your worldview above the truth? You're saying I'd rather live in a world where I believe in something and I don't want to be told the truth. And so immediately I'm kind of disgusted at her. I'm like, I'm just thinking that's such a weird, like a weird stance to take, that no, people might lose their faith. I'm like, you can still believe, for one, you can still believe in whatever you want to believe, regardless of whether there's extraterrestrial. Just fit that into whatever you believe. Whatever you believe, tweak it a little with some truth. But you're flat out saying like, no, I don't want my reality to be shaken. Get out of here. I was so annoyed by her worldview because I'm like, no. And then also, do you remember when there's been U.S. Air Force people who've come out and said like, yeah, we were tracking down this unidentified. So that the idea of a Disclosure Day does not faze me at all. Did you feel that, or is that just me?
Like if a Disclosure Day happened, you wouldn't be like freaking out. You'd be like, yeah, kind of was waiting for that.
Yeah. Didn't they technically already have one? They're constantly saying the Pentagon has officially released, data saying that they've identified flying objects. And guess what happens? What happens after that?
Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. Fucking nothing happens. Everybody moves on with their life. And I think I heard someone who reviewed it, I thought this was so funny. It's like, yeah, I still got work in the morning. Like, regardless of what you announce, I got to go to work in the morning. I don't care. Unless there's a beam outside the window taking me up, I got to go to work. It doesn't matter.
Dude, I was thinking like, but imagine, bro, like they show you like you're scrolling.
Like an actual alien? Yeah, like do you think that would make a difference?
That would make a difference, bro. That would make a difference.
You think so? You think it would actually shake society?
Low key. Like what if they showed him like doing powerful stuff? Like what if he had like gravity
lifting
power?
Things with his mind?
Yeah, bro, we're screwed. We gotta like take him out, bro. Like, right? We have to.
Yeah. Well, no, take him out. Damn. You're immediately on the government side.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, bro. I know.
Bro.
I was about to say, I know which side you're on, bro. I know whose side in the movie you'd be on.
I'm on the side. I got to go to work in the morning. At the end of the day, no matter what you would want to happen, the government is gonna decide what's
Oh,
gonna
no,
happen.
no, okay,
They're gonna.
okay. Question.
Uh-huh.
You're the government. You have the option
Okay.
to release this to the world. That
Okay.
that you've been say doing all these things. We've known about aliens for this long. They have these powers, whatever, whatever. Are you telling everybody? Like you're pushing that button is what you're saying, or what would you do,
That's a good question.
bro?
I
People,
think I would.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, like people freak out. Like they even showed as soon as the lady started just talking crazy on the air, they showed
Uh-huh.
people running out of gas stations freaking out just because of that. So
That's part of my disconnect too. I'm like, I know that that's a realistic portrayal because we saw it happen in COVID.
yeah,
People raided the shelves for toilet paper and everything. But at the end of the day, like, I don't think society would crumble. And I think there was a disconnect because in my mind, it felt like a boomer's
mm,
portrayal of the way people look on social media. Because in my mind, I'm
yeah,
thinking, no, there would be people who would love it because it would give them great content. They'd get so many views on their TikToks. But as soon as it doesn't get them the views anymore, they're going to move on to what's most popular next.
well, welcome back to
Just like with the Epstein files.
welcome back to the first.
It's the same thing.
I was gonna make a bad joke. Sorry. I was gonna say, welcome back to the First Time Pictures podcast. Where we're reviewing ET with an alien, a real life alien.
E.T.
Do you feel
Right?
properly portrayed?
It's just, I don't know. I don't feel like there would actually be any consequence in real life. The world stands still and everyone's looking at their phone. First of all, how many people do you know actually watch the news?
That's what I was
Besides
saying, bro.
your
Like,
parents.
no one's breaking news, whipping out their phone. Like, you don't even get alerts for like breaking news. Like, how is
Right?
everyone
Who
just
the fuck has
knowing?
a Fox News app so they
Subscription,
can watch live
right?
updates? Yeah. Nobody is doing that.
Bro,
Nobody.
everybody did. I don't know how they do. That's proof they could unite the world, bro. Like, that's never happening though.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I felt like, oh, this is some old rich guy's view of society where he thinks that when something happens, everyone would be glued to the TV because it seems like the viewpoint of someone who watches the news. But dude,
Yeah.
nobody watches the news anymore. Nobody would give a fuck until they'd see it on a TikTok like later while they're scrolling. Society would be moving on. And that's my stance in this movie. I felt such a huge disconnect in the way that it kept trying to convince you that this would happen. But here's the idea. Like I think this is where they went wrong. The entire idea of the movie is called Disclosure Day,
Yeah.
and you don't show me what happens after you disclose it on Disclosure Day. You cut it off right there. You keep building up to this moment where society's going to change, and it's like, well, you can leave that up to your own imagination. And I'm like, that's such a huge misstep because if you leave it up to my imagination, nothing goes wrong. I got to go to work in the morning, like I keep saying. Everyone else has a life. Unless things are actually happening, they're gonna continue to do what they need to do, and I don't think it would be that big a deal. But if the movie showed me something else where society did change and society went crazy, I would believe it because I could suspend my disbelief for the movie. But if you leave it up to my imagination the way this movie ended, no, that's not where my mind goes immediately.
Yeah, I think exactly what you're saying is what I was trying to kind of express, where I like was trying to understand what stance this movie was trying to take the whole time, like what world
Uh-huh.
they were in, because like you said, they try to portray it this way, but then they do stuff that's like that's not how they'll portray it. Like that's not
Yeah.
accurate of what is built. Like even with that girl scene that you were talking about, she was saying all this stuff, bro. Like if you told me, bro, I'm gonna release like all this stuff, like she said the most scripted thing, bro. Like the world's
Right?
gonna. I'm like, bro. I'd be like, bro, what the heck, bro? No way, bro. Like starts crying when she sees the torture videos. Like,
Yeah.
bro, like so performative, bro. Like No one's doing that. So
That's so funny.
so like
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
I I don't know, scenes like that where I'm like, bro, that something like that would not happen. Like they had a few of those, where it's like
Yeah.
it's a little too on the nose.
It doesn't seem accurate to how society or people are today. And yeah, I agree. And also, um I love the idea of aliens actually disclosing the information. I would have loved to see more alien in the plot. And I thought the plot with the humans and how they are the ones who are like being the bridge between the aliens and the human race and disclosing all this information. I thought that was very interesting,
Yeah.
but it's just I was hoping it would be the bridge to like take the audience, as in me, to the other side. And I felt like the most interesting part of the entire movie was the last 30 minutes when you actually start to interact and be introduced to the aliens and they start to really explain what happened or what was going on. That was by far the most interesting part of the movie to me.
That's what I was gonna tell you, bro. I feel like I struggled trying to keep track of a lot of these plot points because I feel like they were trying to connect things in this way and slowly build off of this. And I don't know, they were kind of like especially the Coleman Domingo character, Hugo.
Yeah.
Like he was such a mystery the whole time, and even towards the end, I'm asking Kaylin, we're leaving the theater. I'm like, he has powers for sure, right? Like,
right? They kept hinting to that he is bonded and has such a deep knowledge, and I kept thinking, how does he know what her house looked like? Because he says we tried to get it exactly right, and I'm like, were you involved? But at the same time, you didn't have a bird come to you. How do you know any of this? But at the same time, I think that's because he had a personal relationship with that alien.
Yeah.
That they kept hinting at, that he was friends with and developed a rapport with him. So they probably told him, make the house 20 by 20 and the carpet has to look like this.
Yeah, because I was really confused too, even in the beginning, like when the girl's going off and he's saying like she's been activated. I'm like, activated? What does that mean? And it's like they don't tell you what that means until the very end. You don't know what's going on with her.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. That's why I really liked Emily Blunt's character in this one because they introduce her.
Same.
They introduce her. She's just this like weather girl, and they show her living her regular life. And then, like, I just love some of the scenes where she's, like, so funny, like, either talking to the people and just being like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, like, her scenes to access people's memories and everything was super cool. I thought it was always a fun scene when she did that.
And super funny because it is realistic, bro, because I hate when, like I said, like, if you were to show me aliens and I'm just like, well, actually, this is the correct, like, not have I feel real reaction, like, what the fuck? Like, when you get powers, bro, like, you're not gonna be like, oh, okay, like, I'm just gonna be responsible. Or, like, you'll be like, what the heck? Like,
she didn't know what was going on.
Freaking out. I'd be freaking out.
Yeah. Also, the people that she was doing her powers on, if she came up to me and was like, you have 2 children and your wife's name is this and you plan to record a podcast today at this time, I'd be like, whoa, like that would actually freeze me up because it's obviously a real reaction to, or a realistic one to somebody knowing those intense personal thoughts and feelings. That's realistic and felt very effective. Like those scenes felt effective. Side tangent though, do you agree with me?
What?
Boyfriend, absolute bum.
Dickwad?
Dickwad. Bro. Dickwad. Bum. Lock in, bro.
He was brain farting, bro. He didn't know, bro. He didn't know what was going on. He's a normie, dude. He doesn't know.
I don't know. Just lock in. Like, this dude is such... Oh, my God. Like, calling the hospital, you have to come get her. Bro, you're such a bum.
He's worried, bro. Bro, okay. I had that same feeling because I was like, bro, lock in. But
he was funny. He was very funny.
He had some funniness.
In the beginning.
And it's just like, I was thinking of, this is like such a real life thing that happens. Like sometimes I'll be anxious about something. Say you and I have to record at 8:00. and I know I have to be home by 8 o'clock. But if I don't express that to like Kaylin and we're out doing something, I'm like rushing, trying to get through this, and like I have this sense of like, hey, we gotta go, and Kaylin's like, we're strolling at the store, like we're just shopping around.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't
Yeah.
feel that. But me, I know I have somewhere to be, so I'm like, come on, let's go, let's get what you need to get. And I was like, okay, that's how that guy is feeling right now, because he's like, what are we doing, dude? Like, you're not feeling good. So I gave him some grace, but when he calls the doctor,
because it's realistic.
Yeah. But when he calls the doctor, I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro? He's like, I'm gonna wait for an hour, bro. Like sabotaging your own girl, bro. Like, come
especially because he did that right after she used her powers on him. She read your mind, dude. And you're telling me the first thing you do is, bro, I would be like, you're Professor Xavier. I will follow you.
Bro got his ego hurt, bro. He said,
actually,
exposing me, bro?
She said, she knows what I'm thinking. You got to come get her ass right now.
She's out of control.
She's out of control. This is outrageous.
Bro, okay, also...
He called the manager. He literally called the manager on her.
Also, the girlfriend of our main character, what was his name? Daniel. The girlfriend, Jane, like, bro, at first I was like, dude, I hate Jane, bro. Like, I was like, you're so... I knew that scene, you know, when he grabs the backpack, he's like, oh, she's gonna... She would do something with this. I was like, yeah, like... You would, or the scene that irked me the most with her is when he's like leaving the church and he's like, oh, you got to stay here, and she just gets in, she's like, all right guys, where are we going? And I'm like, bro, you're not part of the plan, bro. Like you're messing everything up, and she literally did, because she did that. Messed everything
Actually, both Emily Blunt's boyfriend and that guy's girlfriend, we can probably name. Do you have his name pulled up? I always feel like I'm being so disrespectful when I go, that guy. Jackson? No. The actor's name.
Oh, Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt Russell and Emily Blunt. Their spouses, bums. Couldn't lock in for the life of them. Could not lock in. Actually, liabilities.
Oh, you're saying for the main character, his real name is Josh O'Connor. Sorry.
Oh, the actor.
Yeah, Josh O'Connor.
Josh O'Connor and Emily Blunt.
Bad spouses. They had bad spouses. They were not
liabilities.
They were literal liabilities. He was gonna have her wait there for an hour at the gas station, just get raided, bro. Because he told the FBI, like, they're in cahoots with the FBI.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, like I again, that plot, like they're just kind of linked somehow too, was interesting, seeing that like kind of get deeper and deeper, because at first it's like she gets a hint and then it's like, oh no, she knows exactly what to do. She's like getting better with her powers. I did like that. I think I did like some of those like sci-fi elements. I forgot.
Yeah, me too. That's why I don't think this was a bad movie at all. It was super interesting in the beginning, and I was intrigued. And I was always curious where it was going to go next.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it never really, even the chase scene, I know they're civilians, but everything felt like, I actually kind of thought of this analogy, right? So it felt like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm going to give a basketball analogy, right? This is like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's hook shot.
Yeah.
It's reliable. It's worked. It's timeless. You know, he's a legend. It got him to X amount of points, but it's not exciting. You know, like I think everything he did in this movie was super interesting, well done. Even for John Williams, I don't think I can think of a single motif or type of music he had in this movie. So everything felt so anticlimactic to me.
Funny thing you said, the John Williams thing, that I actually have a gripe with the John Williams music, bro.
Oh, really? It didn't feel like it fit.
It didn't
right?
fit. It didn't fit at all.
No, it didn't.
Like,
he was doing his little whimsical like bullshit.
Or like
this is a thriller. This is a sci-fi thriller.
Dude, no, like the scenes when they showed the bad guy, Noah, like they would play like this dark, like dun dun, dun like almost Star Wars,
Right?
bro. Like I'm like,
Star Wars-esque, like
yeah,
Emperor exiting the
yes.
ship.
I'm like, it does
I'm
not
like,
need this right now.
yeah, it does not fit, dude. You're not Palpatine. Yeah, I completely agree.
Okay, I'm glad you heard it because I was like super excited to listen to the John Williams soundtrack.
Me too, but to me, it sounded uninspired.
Y-
Both the directing, nothing. There was no real like, maybe besides the invisible scene where he's holding the wand, the magic wand, and they turn invisible. That scene was creative and different, but I'm like, dude, you've exhausted your creativeness. Clearly, you can't. There was nothing interesting or shot in a different way. Same with the music. It just felt so average, you know.
There were some shots that I was like, oh, I really like that shot. I don't know if you noticed, they had a lot of like
Uh,
one takes, um, and
yeah,
I don't know. I like them. I respect them more. They had a lot of scenes. Like some scenes I didn't mind. I know you said it wasn't like exciting, but I was picturing
yeah,
it more to be like, well, that. This is what this story is trying to be. Maybe it's not trying to be, an
yeah,
action or, it's trying to just be a slow, intense buildup of this event.
yeah,
And some scenes like that whole scene where it was that basically interrogation scene of the guy, what's his name, Noah, interrogating the girlfriend Jane, in the room where she has a cross in her hand and she's just like stabbing herself in agony to escape it, the
yeah.
interrogation.
That one was
Like
a good scene.
that, yeah, that scene was intense and it went on for like five, I don't know, a while. It was just that scene and it was intense and I was like, what is going on? And like every time she would stab the cross into her hand to start bleeding and like to feel pain, I felt the pain. And I don't know, scenes like that, I was
Yeah,
like, okay, they had some good scenes, but overall, like leaving the theater, I was like, I don't know. And maybe it's the ending. Maybe the ending just wasn't too satisfying
right.
because what did you feel like when they finally like broadcasted it and it's like this is what we've been leading up to? Like, did you feel like it was
Yeah,
paid off, or were you like, oh, that's how they're doing it?
it felt completely anticlimactic. I was,
Mm.
I felt like they named the whole movie Disclosure Day, and after they disclosed it, we're like, yeah, that's it. You're not gonna see what happened. Like that's it. I'm like, that sounded like the most. It, I felt like the trailers portrayed it as, oh, you'll get Disclosure Day around like in the middle of the movie, and
Yeah.
then you're gonna see some crazy stuff. What happens like once they disclose this, and it wasn't that. So I felt like, I don't know. I felt duped. I felt blue balled. Like I never got what I was hoping to get.
It's like first 20 minutes of disclosure day, like disclosure time. Like you get to see what
Yeah.
happens in that time, and it's true. I
When
get,
the alien
yeah. Dude. Don't
when the alien leaned in, I was like, he's gonna kiss him. He's going a quick peck on the cheek.
Dude, Caitlin had me died in the theater, bro, because when they were showing the little aliens, like from the
Yeah.
archive footage, and there's just that one alien
Yeah.
that's a little hurt, and he's just kind of like laying, like
Yeah.
sitting. She goes, "Oh, he's just a little guy," and I was just like dying in the theater because he's just like a cute little alien, and I couldn't take
He
it.
is.
It's just a little dude, like he's just a little guy.
I wanted to see more. He kept teasing me. I'm thinking, dude, like in this world of movies where we get the craziest stuff,
Yeah.
this is underwhelming. This, to me, this is just so underwhelming. I love it is interesting because they keep talking about what it'll do to society, and it has you thinking like, ooh, like maybe they're leading up to this stuff, and then again, doesn't show any of it. It's just all talking about things. It's talking about the exposition of what'll happen, or look what they did. You don't even get to see exactly what they did to the aliens. You don't get to see what happened after they tortured them, or how they get to harness the powers, what they used it for, what happened to those little friends. Everything is left to your imagination.
I like how they say like the universal language, and they say math, because in math,
Uh-huh.
like if you know gravity and all this math stuff, physics, whatever, if that is universal, we kind of saw that in Project Hail Mary. They had similar math.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
imagine if you could speak math and everyone learned math.
I
Math.
did like that as well because it's like that's not even just a guess. That's pretty much a true thing. If there's any language we have in common with any race, it's math. Like
Yeah.
1 + 1 always equals 2, no matter what universe you're in.
Hmm. Physics are
So
physics everywhere.
yeah, yeah.
So I really like
Even
that.
if they have a
Yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
I just really like that.
Oh, okay, me too.
You're saying even if they what?
Even if they had like different gravitational properties, at the end of the day, if they measure it, they still come to a measurement that can be translated into our measurements in some shape or form. It's a constant through everywhere. I like when they include it. I also really liked that they wrote in that that empathy was the top evolutionary trait. I'm like, I can get behind that. That is awesome. That they
Empathy.
realize that empathy helps them grow to like and evolve beyond
Mm.
and the lack of empathy. And I really like that. That seemed like an accurate societal observation that a lack of empathy is actually what's causing societies to start to crumble and sort of self-destruct because I think that's true. The more people, the more divided we get is caused by the lack of empathy for anybody else. They think, oh, well, they think differently. Or even if they are a horrible person, the lack of empathy causes people to divide and go down past that, don't lead to to productivity in society. And I just I can get behind that statement. Yeah, I can get behind empathy being the biggest evolutionary trait because it's true. Animals, they don't have empathy. They have a very self survival instinct, and plenty of animals have gone extinct, but the human race has been around for a very very long time.
God's creation. Amen. Getting political.
All right.
Getting political on the podcast.
For anyone listening, that's Julian's stuff. I'm not endorsing any biblical statements on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Okay. Sorry. Let me stop.
you're, you're working on it. You're working on
This
it.
is my 5-step plan.
Step 1, watch Disclosure Day. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the movie. I did have a lot of gripes. I don't think it seemed disconnected. Overall, my final thoughts being very well made movie, very interesting, but with what I was personally expecting, I was expecting something a little bit more. But that's not to say that this movie is bad in any way. I don't think this movie did anything in a bad way.
Last thing, you told me about alien movies. Like, which alien would you not mind being like a real alien? Like, from a movie you've
These
seen.
ones, if anyone, I want the aliens that prioritize empathy. I definitely don't want any alien from
Oh,
Aliens.
so you're picking these
Uh,
aliens from Disclosure Day.
yeah, the
Mm,
fact that I know
they're
that
peaceful.
yeah, they pretty much confirm they come in peace and they want to like harmonize and teach me math. Cool, I'm cool with that.
Picking Yoda, bro. I'm picking him, bro.
Okay, that's a good one too.
He's training me in the ways, bro.
No, fuck that little baby Yoda.
Don't you ever. Okay. Ratings.
Ratings.
Oh,
Do you have a
I have a
rating?
bad one. Like mine's actually bad.
You're going dark, bro.
No,
Remember
I'm
empathy.
going
Remember.
dark. I
Remember.
had a dark
I already
one.
know what you're gonna say. Like, how
No.
many aliens would you torture for this movie?
That's exactly.
Was I
That's
accurate?
exactly what I was gonna say, bro.
I know you,
That's
bro. I
actually
know you.
exactly what I was gonna say, word for word. Gosh, dude. See, that's why I said-
Let's take a lesson from these aliens. Let's evolve. Let's evolve. How many aliens would you save from torture? How about that
Would I
for this
rescue?
movie?
Rescue from
Yeah,
the E Labs facility, whatever it was called.
exactly.
I don't know, bro. I feel like now that I talked about it more, I'm like, oh, I kind of did like this, and that, but like, yeah, maybe overall. I honestly didn't even have a rating leaving the theater, and I tell you, me and Keelan will usually always talk ratings, and Leaving the theater,
Yeah.
I literally we didn't. I didn't have one.
Her too. Her too.
Yeah,
She didn't have one,
we
or
didn't.
did she have
We
one?
didn't say ratings. So
Wow.
honestly, I'm coming up with the spot. I'm going based off also our conversation today. So I am gonna save 7.3 aliens from a facility.
Ooh. We almost had the same one because I was gonna say 7 out of 10.
We're
Very,
close.
you know, like you did good. You did a really good movie.
That's a good
but
movie.
would I ever watch it again? Would I watch it again? No.
Probably wouldn't. You wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
You'd recommend a different alien movie.
If I was sitting down with someone who'd never seen an alien movie, this would probably be the last one I would pick.
So you have a first.
First, either E.T., Alien, any Star Wars movie.
Okay, Star Wars. Star
Give
Wars
me some
Ballad.
more. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. This just isn't a movie I think I'd watch again. I respect it. But if I had an afternoon with some friends and someone voted on Disclosure Day, I would vote against watching Disclosure Day. Like, I'm good.
Like if you have an AMC StubHub and you could see 4 movies a week, like this isn't the worst one to use one of your passes on. But like if you
No, definitely not.
But like if you
there could be worse.
If you reserved 3 movies already and you had to spend it on your 4th, like it's like see what the other options are. You could see that one another time.
But also, I do feel like this movie is for some people. Like there are some people I know who would probably love this movie. So I'd say take our recommendation with a grain of salt because it didn't land for us, but not for that's more in my, at least on my behalf, for things that like the way I view the world. But if you are into any sort of conspiracy stuff, this might be right up your alley.
No, actually, don't take it with a grain of salt. Listen to it, bro. This is factual stuff.
Yeah.
We're First Time Pictures podcast.
Actually, if you're not doing what we recommend, like
guys, we're the critics.
Stop watching movies.
We saw the movie, like we know what it's about. Like, come on.
Yeah, and if you don't take our recommendation at face value, we will revoke your AMC membership.
File a complaint. They know us. They know we're loyal AMC stuff.
Yeah.
We use 4 movies.
Yeah.
We're literally seeing Supergirl in freaking IMAX, bro, with AMC StubHub.
Exactly. We got some pull over here.
Bro, speaking of AMC StubHub, bro, can I tell you real quick how I thought I was going to get my AMC StubHub suspended?
No way.
Bro, so have you ever done this? Have you ever just watched a movie and you're walking out and you see another movie's playing? You're like, oh, let me just walk in there, check it out. Like, have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I've done that several times.
So me and Kaylin are leaving the theater and we're walking and we hear the Michael Jackson movie playing. Like, we've been on a Michael Jackson kick. We're like, oh, they're playing. Let's go see what scene it is. We walk in.
Yeah.
It's like the finale, the final performance. We're like jamming out to it with it. We're like, we don't go sit down. We're like still in the aisle, the walk up,
Yeah, the exit.
The on-ramp, if you will. Yeah, the exit. We're just standing there. Bro, I turn my back. There's a cop standing right there, just right behind me.
What the fuck?
Snuck up on me. And I literally go, oh. And I just look forward at Kaylin. And we're still just jamming. And then Kaylin looks back and she sees him. And she goes, there's a cop there. And I go, I know. And she's like, should we leave? I'm like, maybe too obvious. I don't know. I was like, let's just chill here. So we're watching. But like another minute goes by. I turn my back. He's gone. I'm like, whew. And then I'm jamming. I'm literally dancing the aisle, a little bit because it's like, good songs. I turn my back again,
just twerking in the exit.
Yeah, literally. I turn my back, bro. Cops right there standing. I thought he was gone.
What the fuck?
I jump, bro. I go, oh, and I just go, hey, and he says, hey, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know. And I'm just there like, what do I do here?
He just wanted to dance. He just wanted to dance with you, bro.
Literally. I turn around, we're walking out, and I go, oh, have you seen this movie? He goes, yeah. He goes like, oh yeah. And I'm like, yeah, me too. I love this part. He's like, yeah. And we just walk out. But I've never experienced nothing. But when I saw that cop behind me like that, I was like, oh, there goes my AMC StubHub. They're gonna ban me from the theater. Like, swear, that's what went through my head. I was like, no, my AMC StubHub, bro.
I know.
Actual
He
panic.
thinks wearing that little tactical vest and having like a gun on him is not intimidating. You can't just walk up behind someone geared
In
up
the dark, bro.
as a
Like,
cop.
as I'm dancing, bro. That's scary.
I know. That's
But,
crazy.
So that
I know. When I walked into the theater to see Disclosure Day as well, there was 2 cops standing outside. And I was thinking, damn. But at the same time, I was like, this is the theater I got egged at. Good. I'm glad these guys are here.
Where were you guys when I got egged?
Yeah, where were you guys when I got egged? You're never here when you're needed. You just show up afterwards, take some notes.
But next movie, bro.
Next movie.
I don't know if we're doing this. You know what comes out next
Story
week?
5.
Yeah, Toy Story 5. What is that? What is that side? Like, don't you want to see what's next in the series of Toy Story?
Like, how many more are we doing, bro? Like, wake me up when it's 2045 and there's Toy Story 10 and Tom Hanks has died and they're using an AI version to mimic his voice, and Tim Allen has been canceled and they have to use the AI thing for his voice as well.
It's gonna be the toys
Like,
versus AI this time. Like,
you don't have any fatigue for these movies at all? Because
I'm like
"The
excited.
fifth one?"
I'm ready for it.
Really?
Yes, I love it. It's like, bro, if they came out with a Cars tomorrow, bro, I'm watching that. Like, I love like all of
Really?
these series were like, not necessarily my childhood. Like, I watched Toy Stories all the time, but it was like, oh, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4 in theater. Like, seeing all these movies just like with your family and everything, it becomes a family thing. And I don't know, I really like doing that. So to me, it feels like more of a tradition to go watch. You know, what's Disney doing? You know, like what is this? And it's
I can tell you what they're doing. They're doing either a live-action remake of a movie they already made,
Moana.
or they're doing a
I'm
third,
hyped for
fourth,
that.
or fifth.
I'm hyped for Moana, bro.
Fuck that movie! No,
What?
screw that movie! Are you kidding me,
Bro,
Another live action?
Moana, bro.
Do you think it's gonna be as good or better than the cartoon?
Probably not, but
Real talk.
no.
Exactly.
But I
So
don't
why am I gonna watch
care.
a lesser film of
Why-
the same thing?
why
A
do-
lesser film. What's the point?
I'm just going to watch it. I don't need to watch like the best thing ever. Like, oh, I need the next best movie. I can only have ruined my freaking mind for that. Like,
But
I just want to go see
why would
it.
you want to watch a version of a movie that is already made good? Like you're just gonna watch a version of a movie that's worse.
You haven't seen it.
It's
You don't
never
know.
gonna be as good.
What if I get surprised? What if I'm surprised?
Name one live action that's been better than the cartoon or the animated.
Spider-Man.
That's not an adaptation.
What?
That doesn't count.
It
'Cause
adapts a
I'm saying a
cartoon.
live action remake. Live action remake.
Well, Spider-Man is a remake,
that's
but
not-
whatever.
It's not.
It's a
They never
remake.
made a
Spider-Man's not a remake.
of what animated movie did they remake for Spider-Man?
Just like Spider-Man in general. Come on, bro.
There's
The
no remake. That's what I
Moana
thought.
movie's gonna slap, bro. They're gonna play the banger music. That's all you're really going for. I am Moana.
So you're gonna listen to the same soundtrack again?
Yeah, why not in theaters, bro?
Yeah.
With live action, see what they do. Like, see what they're cooking.
You know what they're gonna do. They're gonna do the movie that you just watched, Moana. You know exactly what they're gonna do.
No, I haven't seen it in years, so it's gonna be like a first time pictures. You know, like it's not that relevant.
Oh gosh.
Same with Toy Story. Like, bro, what are they gonna do? Like, I'm excited. So
They're gonna do a
next
nice
week,
life lesson.
next week on the First Time Pictures podcast, we are reviewing Toy Story 5. 1, 2,
Sadly.
3, 4, 5. That's good.
I'll put my meter in the middle, but you know what it is, especially for Toy Story for me though,
What?
is I don't like that they end a movie as if like, oh yeah, now this is their final resting place where we're gonna end the story.
With Andy.
And they start again. So I'm like, yeah, so I'm going in like I don't really care what happens because I know you're gonna have another adventure. Like I don't know, kill Woody or something. Do something that I don't expect. Have him throw
What the heck is that?
Buzz Lightyear in the disposal. Like, have something crazy happening, or else I'm not going to be excited about this movie.
Woody dies in Toy Story 5, confirmed. Like, you're happy about that. You're ecstatic.
If that doesn't happen, I'm going to be disappointed. If they don't have like some pit bull dog like do something to Woody or Buzz Lightyear.
If they don't just have a tragic scene that all these kids can watch in theater with their beloved toy, then I don't want it.
Yeah. I want a scene where the child accidentally leaves the toy in the front yard and the dad's mowing the lawn and then it's like just a and that's it.
And they make it realistic, like add some blood in post.
Yeah. Or no, just have the cotton go everywhere from Woody.
From Woody.
Yeah, have it spray on the child and everything, and then end it right there.
I think you have beef with Woody, bro. That's what it sounds like.
I got beef with Toy Story. Don't keep trying to tell me this is the end of their story and you're going to do 10 more movies. I'm not in for it. That's emotional manipulation right there.
Yeah, bro. What if they're going to do the same thing at the end of this movie? They're going to hand it off to another boy, like just to keep the door open.
Yeah, exactly. Another child.
Bro, Bonnie's been the same age. She's like still the same years old, I swear, bro. Grow up.
Really?
Grow up, Bonnie. Freaking Andy grew up from episode 1 to 2, bro. Come on.
I want to see Woody get addicted to drugs. I want to see him go through a character arc where he has to deal with substance
He hasn't
abuse.
had to have much development. Like, it's been pretty easy for him.
Yeah. You've been around for a while. You should have some adult problems by now.
Yeah, make him be a drunk. Come home. Hit the kids. Okay.
Exactly. Have him lose everything.
Yeah, you would relate to that then, right? You would relate to that more, right? Because
exactly. I need something relatable.
Right. You do need something relatable. You need to think about their audience. Like, we've grown up since the first one. Like,
yeah, exactly.
We've fallen into dark times. Yes.
Yeah, I've hit a couple people. I want to see Woody get violent. Yeah. I need to see him learn right from wrong.
That's the true human experience, and that's kind of what they're trying to portray. All right, guys. Next week we're watching Woody become an alcoholic, possibly die, all in Toy Story 5. Die.
He's gonna start smoking. He's gonna start smoking.
But he's gonna
cigarettes.
look cool. He's gonna look cool because he's a cowboy. So he's gonna look cool.
Exactly.
Boots kicked up.
That's gonna turn all his cotton. He's gonna be that experiment. It's gonna turn all his cotton black.
Oh, it's brown cotton.
Yeah, brown cotton.
It's the smoker's lung.
Yeah.
What if that actually happens? Though? Like, that'd be kind of funny.
That would. That'd be hilarious.
You're like, sorry, son, we can't watch the 5th one.
Yeah, sorry. All the scalpers bought all the second steelbook, so you're not gonna know what happened.
He's gonna be confused. Where'd Andy
go? Woody started smoking cigarettes. He went through this whole thing. The second one.
Yeah, it's like whatever though. It's
yeah, it's whatever.
Only I can relate to it.
He got through it. Yeah.
All right.
All right. We'll see y'all for the next episode.
All right.
Peace.